All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Tanvi Taneja. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges parliamentarians to maintain balance between national vision and regional interest. Security forces arrest 4 Jaish-e Muhammad terrorists in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir. Government is committed to achieve the target of $26 billion in defence industry by 2025, says Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. US abandons its 4-decade stand, backs Israel's right to build settlements in occupied West Bank territories. 24 soldiers and 17 jihadists killed in clashes in Mali. And in 2020 Hockey Pro League, India's home matches to be played at Bhubaneswar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged parliamentarians to maintain balance between national vision and regional interest while speaking in the upper house. Mr. Modi said the members of House should prefer dialogue over obstruction to highlight people's issues. Speaking in the Rajya Sabha to mark the 250th session, Mr. Modi said the upper house is essential for checks and balances in a democracy, but a distinction needs to be drawn between checking and clogging.
राष्ट्रीय दृष्टिकोण को हमने हमेशा ही केंद्रवर्ती रखना ही होगा, लेकिन हमें राष्ट्रीय दृष्टिकोण के साथ क्षेत्रीय जो हित है इसका संतुलन भी बहुत सटीक तरीके से बनाना पड़ेगा, तभी जाकर के हम उस भाव को उस संतुलन के द्वारा आगे बढ़ा पाएंगे। और ये काम सबसे अच्छे ढंग से कहीं हो सकता है तो इस सदन में हो सकता है, यहाँ के माननीय सदस्यों के द्वारा हो सकता है, और मुझे विश्वास है कि वो काम करने में हम निरंतर प्रयासरत हैं।
Mr. Modi said India's unity in diversity is very beautifully reflected in the upper house. Speaking on the role of the house in Indian polity and need for reforms, the Prime Minister said the framers of the Constitution envisaged a bicameral legislative framework, and this vision has enriched the country's democracy. Mr. Modi said Rajya Sabha gives an opportunity to those who are away from electoral politics to contribute to the nation and its development. He further said the Constitution inspires everyone to work for a welfare state and also motivates to work for the welfare of states. He added that the Rajya Sabha as the Council of States enables parliamentarians to further the spirit of cooperative federalism. Mr. Modi added that for the development of India, Rajya Sabha must remain a supportive house.
हम एनसीपी बीजेडी दोनों ने जो ये बहुत उत्तम तरीके से इन चीज को डिसिप्लिन फॉलो किया, ये कभी न कभी इसकी चर्चा भी होनी चाहिए, उनका धन्यवाद करना चाहिए। और मैं मानता हूं जब 250 सत्र कर रहे हैं तो ऐसे उत्तम जो घटना है उसका जिक्र होना चाहिए और लोगों के ध्यान में लानी चाहिए। मुझे विश्वास है कि सदन की गरिमा की दिशा में जो भी आवश्यक है उसको करने में सभी सदस्य अपनी भूमिका अदा करते रहते हैं।
Participating in the discussion, former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh said the Rajya Sabha has a central role to provide checks and balances to a majority government and protect the interests of the states. The government has said that a total of 711 letters of intent (LOIs) have been issued for setting up of community radio stations in the country till the end of last month. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar informed this in a written reply in the Rajya Sabha. He said 415 letters of intents have been issued to non-governmental organizations, 163 to educational institutions, 121 to government institutions and 12 to others. In the Rajya Sabha, the Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2019 has been listed for today's business. The bill seeks to constitute a National Surrogacy Board, State Surrogacy Boards, and appointment of appropriate authorities for regulation of the practice and process of surrogacy. Besides, the House will also take up the Jallianwala Bagh National Memorial Amendment Bill 2019 for consideration and passage. In the Lok Sabha, the House will resume discussion on the Chit Funds Amendment Bill 2019. Security forces have arrested 4 Jaish-e Muhammad terrorists in Pulwama district in Jammu and Kashmir. Security sources said they were involved in various terrorist activities, including triggering an IED blast in Arihal area, in which 2 army personnel were martyred and several others sustained injuries. Meanwhile, the Enforcement Directorate attached immovable land assets of 2 Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists in connection to terror funding case yesterday. The 2 terrorists were identified as Ghulam Nabi Khan, alias Amir Khan, and Barkatullah. Both the terrorists were operating from Pakistan. 4 soldiers and 2 local porters were killed in a snow avalanche that hit a Qazi army post in northern side of Siachen Glacier, the highest battlefields in northern side of Siachen. 1 soldier is critically injured while another is still missing in the avalanche. The deceased were part of an 8-member patrol team which was operating in the northern sector of Siachen Glacier at an altitude of 19,000 feet. Our correspondent has more.
The rescue team managed to pull out the 7 trapped personnel from the snow debris and were airlifted to the nearest military hospital at Hundar village in Nubra Valley. They were caught up in the avalanche late afternoon yesterday. The Siachen Glacier is known as world's highest battlefield at the height of around 20,000 feet in the Karakoram range, where the soldiers have to battle several inhospitable climatic conditions, including frostbite and high winds in daily routines. Yangchan Dolma for Air News from Leh Ladakh.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today offered condolences to the families of soldiers killed in snow avalanche at the Siachen Glacier. In a tweet, Mr. Singh said that he is deeply pained by the demise of soldiers and porters due to the avalanche in Siachen. While offering his heartfelt condolences to the families of soldiers, the Defence Minister said that he salutes their courage and service to the nation. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has reiterated the government's commitment to achieve $26 billion target in the defence industry by 2025. Mr. Singh was speaking at a business seminar, India Rising, organized by the Indian Chamber of Commerce in Bangkok, Thailand yesterday. Mr. Singh said India's defence exports have grown almost 6-fold in the last 2 years. The minister said a $10 billion investment in aerospace and defence goods and services is expected by 2025, which could provide employment to 20 to 30 lakhs of people.
India's defence exports grew nearly 6 times over the past 2 years. Government of India is committed towards achieving a $26 billion defence industry by 2025.
Mr. Rajnath Singh also addressed the 6th ASEAN Defence Ministers Meeting Plus. The Nationalist Congress Party appointed its leader, Shashikant Shinde, as the Vice President of the party's Maharashtra unit. Former NCP MLA Shinde has also been appointed as the party's Navi Mumbai district in charge ahead of the next year's municipal corporation elections there. The NCP named Basavraj Patil Nagaralkar as state coordinator of the frontal organizations and cell of the party. The ongoing 39th India International Trade Fair at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi will open for the general public from today. The event, which began from 14th of November, will continue till the 27th of this month. The first 5 days of the event were reserved for business. This year, the theme of the fair is Ease of Doing Business. People can visit the fair from 9:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. For visitors during weekdays, the ticket charges will be 60 rupees for adults and 40 rupees for children. The Golden Jubilee edition of the International Film Festival of India, IFFI, is all set to begin from tomorrow. It will showcase the best films, filmmakers and honor legends like Amitabh Bachchan and Rajnikant. French actress Isabelle Huppert will be conferred with the Lifetime Achievement Award. We have a report.
IFFI has a tradition of conferring its highest honor to the best performers, the Lifetime Achievement Award. This time, the winner is one of the most famous and most popular French actresses of her generation, Isabelle Huppert. She's being honored for her outstanding journey and contribution to cinema.
Si le dégoût de la vie vient en toi.
Born in 1952 in Paris, Isabelle Huppert has starred in more than 100 films since her debut in 1971. She won the César Award for Best Actress twice and has been nominated for it a whopping 16 times. Isabelle Huppert bagged the Best Actress Award at Cannes twice for Violet and the Piano Teacher. She was nominated for Golden Globe and Oscar for her role in Ellie.
And the Golden Globe goes to Isabelle Huppert.
She's a prolific stage artist. Her latest movie, Frankie, is a tale of a beloved French actress diagnosed with cancer who takes her family to Portugal to bid her farewell. Lifetime Achievement Award of IFFI is the most prestigious award of the festival. The award carries a cash prize of 10 lakh rupees. Huppert will also take a masterclass under the Actors Connect project in Goa. Stay connected for the films, faces, festivities and fun with AIR News for IFFI updates. With Ankita Dhanda's report from Goa, Sarabjit Kaur, AIR News.
In international news, abandoning its 4-decade-old stand, the United States has backed Israel's right to build settlements on the occupied West Bank in the Palestinian territories. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo yesterday announced that the U.S. no longer believes that Israeli settlements in the Palestinian territories are illegal and inconsistent with the international law. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that the United States statement deeming Israeli settlement not to be illegal writes a historical wrong. But the Palestinian Authority decried the U.S. policy shift as completely against international law. In Mali, 24 armed forces soldiers and 17 jihadist fighters were killed in clashes near the country's northeastern town of Tabonkot yesterday. According to military sources, 29 soldiers were also injured in the attack. They said that over 100 suspects were captured as well. Sri Lanka's new president, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, has directed all state institutions to display the national emblem in place of the traditional portrait of the incumbent president. Among his first orders after being sworn in as president yesterday, Mr. Rajapaksa stated that he instructed for the removal of politicians' photographs from name boards of roads as well. Bhubaneswar will host India's home matches during the 2020 Hockey Pro League. The sport's governing body announced this yesterday. The International Hockey Federation said the second edition of the Hockey Pro League will be played between the 11th of January and 28th of June. The Pro League will feature 144 matches in the coming season. And now for an overview of today's newspapers. It's over to VC Pramod.
Thank you, Tanvi. The Prime Minister's address commemorating the 250th session of Rajya Sabha gets front-page attention across newspapers. Rajya Sabha's soul of federalism, says PM, headlines the Hindustan Times. PM Modi praises NCP and BJD in Rajya Sabha, reports the Statesman. The Pioneer informs Rajya Sabha Marshal's uniform given total makeover from the traditional Indian attire comprising a turban to a military-style outfit with a cap. Uproar in Lok Sabha over the detention of National Conference leader Farooq Abdullah gets major traction in the press. Opposition insists on Farooq's release, writes the Tribune. Several newspapers have front-paged the photographs of the JNU students' protest against the fee hike in New Delhi. JNU students injured in face-off with police during march, headlines the Hindu. And finally, the Indian Express says, from next year, massage centers on Kedarnath route to rejuvenate pilgrims who get tired during the 16-kilometer trek up from Gaurikund. And with that, it's back to you, Tanvi.
Thank you, Pramod. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges parliamentarians to maintain balance between national vision and regional interest. Security forces arrest 4 Jaish-e Muhammad terrorists in Pulwama district of Jammu and Kashmir. Government is committed to achieve the target of $26 billion in defence industry by 2025, says Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. U.S. abandons its 4-decade stand, backs Israel's right to build settlements in occupied West Bank territories. And in 2020 Hockey Pro League, India's home matches to be played at Bhubaneswar. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.